And we're rolling. All right. Hello there. My name is Matthew Sinan, and I'm going to go ahead and teach you how to disassemble and reassemble an AR-15. Now, before we start, safety comes first. There are 5 weapon safety rules. The acronym goes treat, never, keep, no. Treat every weapon as if it were loaded. Never point your weapon at anything you do not intend to shoot. Keep your finger straight off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Keep your weapon on safe until you intend to fire. And finally, know your target and know what lies beyond it. There are also 4 weapon conditions. This is condition 4. Condition 4 basically means there is no magazine inserted, there is no round in chamber, the bolt is forward, the injection port cover is closed, and the safety is on. Now, condition 3 is one small step. Today's magazine, shove it in there, slap it. Now, this is condition 3. There is a magazine inserted. However, there's no round in the chamber. The bolt is forward, the injection port cover is closed, and the safety is still on. Condition 2 does not apply to the AR-15 or the M4 or the M16. Condition 2 really only applies to the 50 cal machine gun that has a half load and then full load. Half load is condition 2. So there is no condition 2. Condition 1, however, is just that. Condition 1 is magazine inserted, round in chamber, bolt forward, ejection port cover closed, and safety on. I'm going to go ahead, we're going to clear the weapon. So what you want to do first, take out the magazine, set it to the side. We're going to go ahead, take the round out of the chamber. There we go, it is now back to condition 4. Now what we're going to do is take the rifle apart. So you got 2 pins. You got one pin right here, got another pin right there. We're going to push those out. So you can see it popped out a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and take that back one out first. As you can see, it kind of opens up just like that. I'm going to go ahead and take that front pin out too, if it'll let me do it. A lot of times, okay, I have to set this one down to do it. So if there's pressure on it, it will not come out. So it's some of these rifles can be very picky. Okay, you have your lower receiver and your upper receiver. We're going to start with the upper receiver. You're going to pull that charging handle back. As you can see, it pulls that bolt back with it. We're going to take that bolt carrier group right out. We're going to set that to the side. Charging handle, right there. There we go. Take that out as well. Be careful with these. These are aluminum. Don't beat on them. You can use them as a small tool for, like very light things, but do not beat on them or else they will affect the charging of your weapon. Set it to the side. Now, before we start taking apart the bolt carrier group, we're going to go ahead and take apart the lower receiver. Like I said, remember, this can be used as a light tool. Well, this buffer and buffer spring are held back by a small pin. We're going to push that in. And that buffer and buffer spring are going to come right out. Just like that. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to take it apart, just like that. Set it to the side. Now, your bolt carrier group. This is where these might get a little tricky. So right here you have a fire retaining pin. Sorry, I'm trying to find the camera. Fire retaining pin right there. So you're going to use your fingernail. Just kind of pull that out. Small little dinky thing. Do not lose that. So that to the side. Slap this against the table. Hear that? And you see it. You kind of saw it too. This is your firing pin. Don't lose that either. So that to the side. Now you have your bolt retaining pin. As you can see, you can twist it. That way it comes out. Just like, maybe, give me a second. There it goes, okay. And then you take out your bolt. There you go. Your bolt carrier group is fully disassembled. Now you could go further and you could take apart the guardrail. We're not gonna do that. That's for more of a deep clean. Same thing with the lower receiver. You can actually kind of take apart the trigger mechanism and all that. We're not going to do that. That takes way too much time. As you can see, we're already quite a bit past time already, or pretty close at least. We're going to go ahead and put the lower receiver back together. Buffer spring, go right together just like that. Shove it right in the hole. Don't have a dirty mind on that, right? Go ahead, make sure that pin holds it in. That's all set. We're going to put your bolt carrier group back together. Now this bolt is a little peculiar. The AR-15s are a little weird on this. So as you can see, there are dimples on this side of the bolt, like right there. but this side, it doesn't have dimples. Remember the acronym DD, dimples down. When you're putting the bolt carrier group back together, you want the dimples facing downwards. And you want the other ones facing up. And as you can see, you want the holes to line up, just like so. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to take your bolt retaining pin. As you can see, there's a hole. That's where the firing pin slides through. Well, we're going to go ahead, we're going to slide this in here, just like so. Now we're going to go ahead and twist it back to the way that it was, just like so. We're going to go ahead and pull the bolt forward. I'm going to go ahead, take your firing pin, we're going to slide her right in there, just like this. Okay, maybe I should go the other way. We're going to go the other way. Alright, there we go. And slide it right in. Now that the firing pin is in, put your fire retaining pin back in that hole, right there, as you can see, then push that in. There we go. Now listen. If you clean your bolt and you put it back together and it does not make that sound, you do not clean your bolt very well. Take it back apart, clean the heck out of it, and then put it back together, and I guarantee it'll be a lot better. Because you don't want to be shooting and be laughed at because your rifle jams at 100 rounds down range and you're like, I don't know what happened. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to take a charging handle. Now watch. Maybe. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So you can see it's set in. Now it's not moving. Okay, now take your carbon collector on top of your bolt and line that on the inside of your charging handle. Then go ahead, push it in. There you go. Upper receiver's back together. One more thing to do. Go ahead, put them back together. Remember those pins we were talking about? Well, all we got to do is push those pins right back in. That's all we got to do. Oh, I see what happened. That pin got pushed in a little bit. There we go. Now, okay. Trying to set me up for failure. All right, there we go. That pin's in. That pin's in. There's one more final step, and that is a weapons check. A weapons check is making sure that your rifle works in all well, not conditions, but in each state. So for example, we're going to rack it back. All right, there's no bolt in the chamber, obviously, because there's no magazine inserted, so there's nothing to go in, nothing came out. Weapon is on safe. As you can see, I'll go ahead and show you. Weapon is on safe. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to make sure the safety works. We're going to pull the trigger. No audible pop. Safety works fantastic. We're going to make sure that the cycle works on fire. Put the weapon on fire, pull the trigger. Audible pop. Good. You heard the hammer hit the firing pin. Now we're going to go ahead and rack it back while still holding the trigger back. Now release the trigger and listen. That was your weapon reset. You want that. If your weapon is not reset when you're firing, you won't fire. That's plain and simple. Now, if this was an M4 or an M16, there would be a burst option. Basically, you would flip it to burst, and you would pull down the trigger, rack it back 3 times, and release, and it would make that sound as well. And that, my friends, is how you disassemble or reassemble an AR-15. And remember, always follow your weapon safety rules and never assume that a weapon is cleared when you come up on it. If there's a weapon just sitting around, clear it. Never assume that it is condition 4. And that's all I got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to contact me. And have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.